Okay, welcome back to another episode of Aspera. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with the game, Aspera is a planet-based kind of like sci-fi colony thing, where you build a base, or you are an AI actually, you are an AI in charge of this base, building it and preparing it for colonists. And this entire planet, the planet Mars, is your playground. So you can build anywhere and everywhere, unless of course as long as you have unlocked that area. And you can build a city of a planet-wide colony. That's what we're doing. We also want to eventually terraform the planet and get it to be get it ready for the colonists, so they can walk around outside. So let's see. We just need some research done. We do the battery thing. I don't really want the battery. I don't think we need it. I think the engineering is more important. Well, this is of course engineering. So I mean, the space is more important. Aerobrake methane asteroid. What does this mean? Introduce external methane into Mars by guiding a methane asteroid into the atmosphere. And no, I don't want to do that. What's this? GH import greenhouse gases from Earth. Earthian skies were not scorched in vain. Okay, well, great. I think that we should do the black polar dust and finish this research. There we go. And get that done, and then we can put some dust on the northern and probably also the southern poles here and get those melted. Now, we have two bases. This is our main base and this is our secondary base. This base needs, of course, some maintenance. We have a maintenance facility here that needs to be built. We need 3 metal for that, or 3 steel. And we're waiting for that to get done. We have a research outpost that's getting populated by colonists that are coming. Right, here's another one, another group of colonists. This is the Zeppelin that is coming on. It's not the Zeppelin, so it's not going to crash and burn, but it's definitely on its way. It doesn't actually burn at all. We saw in the last episode a couple of times that they almost got struck by a meteorite and it survived. So I'm actually kind of curious exactly what is needed to kill these things, but yeah, whatever. Anyways. We need this maintenance facility up and running, but it's right now at the moment we're currently waiting for our worker factory to be built. I think I put that as a main priority. I mean, we still have quite a bit of some time. We have 63% on this thing, 69%, so they're all reasonably okay. They're not doing that badly. We'll let this colony build up. And eventually, once this worker factory is done, we can build a worker hub and build some more workers. Now we have a polymer factory over there and a maintenance factory. I think once we have this last little bit of metal built or constructed or made, whatever, it's waiting for iron at the moment. Why doesn't this thing have any iron? Does this thing have iron? Iron mine. Okay, this is the upgrade. If you want to upgrade it, it's going to take 4 aluminum and 4 steel. To upgrade this to a higher level. So it's 50% production and plus 100% power consumption. So it's going to take up 10 megawatts of power, but it's going to give us twice as much or twice as fast iron ore. It's great, I guess. Now, as you can see, there's some stuff waiting over here. A whole pile of the stockpile is full, that's why it's not working right now at the moment. So it's a whole pile of iron that needs to go to the steel factory, which is also just waiting for the iron. And it has a whole bunch of carbon, but because we only have one worker, this one over here, it's actually not able to do this. What we can do is we can put the priority on this thing up and get that started, get it set up. So now it should think that it's maybe a good idea to start filling this up with some materials. So here it comes. Excellent, it's back to work again. So that's why we need an additional worker. So the other worker can do anything else, something else. Right now the workload is 61%. It's way too much. So to get that workload down, we need another worker. So we need this worker factory up and around and built, so we can get that started. But just having a worker factory here is not going to be enough. We need also a worker hub. This puppy. Didn't we already build that here? I'm not quite sure. Oh, we have a power problem. Why is that? We have, how much power do we have over this side? We can always check how much power we have. -1 0.7. Okay, we need to get some more power here. So let's see, power. Do we want a solar farm? Yes, we do. And I think it's a good idea to put the solar farm over here so we can start moving in this direction. We need to go and connect this base up with our main base over here. It's going to take a while, of course, but that's very important.
This will be useful.
All right, here you go.
But I will need to replace the dust occasionally, as the winds blow it away.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, that'll be fine. Oh, we have some changes to our iron mine, so we can have some iron mine production. Excellent. So how is the steel coming along? We have that's okay. This building, we'll leave that for now. We'll leave it for when we actually have. Is this thing coming back? Yeah, it's flying back. It doesn't have anybody in there anymore. Let's see what we have here. We have a research facility outpost over here. It's getting all of the materials that it needs. Excellent. How is our load is here still very high at 75%. It's definitely not a good thing. Worker hub is also that load is pretty fine. That's okay. That's good, I guess. How many? We have 8 out of 8 workers. So the worker factory definitely did its job. We just need to get this glass kiln and this worker hub over here constructed. And we also have a aluminium mine over here, and we have a solar farm is built, so excellent. So there's carbon mine and this iron mine here that needs to be built. We need some metal on this side. Where is all this metal? Alright, the research post at the Hulong nuclear missile silo is being done. Research status completed. Report, we arrived to a knuckle-deep layer of dust covering the main entrance. Okay, that makes sense. It has been blowing quite heavily, probably when they were on their way to Mars. Radiation levels were high, but nothing unexpected or hazardous. Our spacesuits were more than enough to shield us from radiation, allowing us to examine the building. Okay, so they went and checked out the building before they went inside. We recovered the mission's action plan. They were planning to drop the nuclear weapons stored in this silo. Oh, so there are nuclear missiles there on the Martian poles. Hulong was real. Alright. Cool. So we got an incoming call from Commander Valentine. So let's go and see what she has to say.
Amy, good news. We found Hulong's nuclear silo. We also cracked their system. So we've got all their technology in hand. Boy, aren't we lucky that I studied Chinese and could read everything.
Oh, lucky.
I mean, off the record and everything.
I actually find it very odd, but I'm going to say interesting.
That is interesting. Chinese has been forbidden in the Oxy-UN countries since before you were born.
Well, it's publicly forbidden. But it's still pretty common in the streets. And a very useful tool if you're willing to pay for it. Easier to fight the techies when you can understand their comms yourself. And look how useful it's been. Now we can use their microsuns to melt the poles.
Incorporating their technology will be a big leap forward for the mission.
I couldn't agree more. What a discovery.
Wait, so there's nuclear missiles, and she managed to just randomly crack the code because she learned Chinese on the street, and therefore could actually hack their systems and get to the nuclear missile. What kind of a security system is this? Is he a security expert in Chinese encryption? I'm not quite sure. That's a little bit of a thin, quite a stretch there. Not a big deal. It's part of the story, I guess. I wouldn't trust her at all. But that's me. Okay, the worker factory is up and running over here. We don't have a worker hub, so we need to get that built as well. What is over this? This is a polymer factory, and that's a solar farm. Okay, the solar farm is a little bit more important, so I'm gonna put that priority over there. Up. I'm gonna reduce the priority. No, we need that. We need that. That's okay, I guess. We need a worker hub. Don't we already have a worker hub here? It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like it at all. So let's build a worker hub over here, so we can reduce the workload and get that working a little bit more efficiently. Okay, we have 12.1. Well, what happened here? Did the solar farm stop? Okay, so the wind does die down in some cases, and that will cause an efficiency drop. So this thing doesn't actually produce the 50 megawatts of power. It now currently produces only 39 megawatts of power. Okay, so it is dynamic. The wind does drop and does change. That's a guess. I guess that makes it realistic, right? Yeah. All right. Well, the research site is done. We did the research here, I guess. That's the investigation is done. Excellent. What is this bootstrapping? Create a runway effect by simulating the CO2 deposits at the poles and raising temperature 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, that's what we're up to. That's what we're doing right now. That's cool. We'll get that done. And let's see, what do we need now? We need... well, we don't really need anything. We're doing pretty well at the moment. I have aluminium there. Everything is okay. We can investigate. There's nothing really happening anymore. I think we also finished the... Is this still going, the space mirror arrays? Yes, it is. Okay, we need some more glass. So the space mirror arrays is still ongoing. That's a system that we're going to be building for melting the poles. Basically, it's a huge bunch of panels that are going to be reflecting the sun's rays onto the poles. So we get that finished. So we only need 5 more glass. And then we're done with that as well. It's excellent. So that research project at the moment, this building project, is preventing a whole bunch of other projects from being constructed. Not because of the amount of resource that it's taking up, but because of the worker load that it's being put on it, on the system. Okay, let's see. To build a worker here, we need parts, which we can do. Electronics, we can do. Glass and aluminium, we can do all that. No problem. All we need is a worker hub. Can we get this worker hub built? We don't necessarily... Okay, we have the solar farms built. Excellent. Now we just need this worker hub built. For that we need 2 aluminium, 2 steel, and 1 electronics. Alright. Scatter black dust over the Martian poles to reduce the planet's albedo. Okay, this means basically we need to put some black dust on the white CO2 that's basically frozen in the poles, so that can store a lot more heat when the sun's rays are hitting it, and then it will heat up and will give us some CO2. It will just extend that CO2 atmosphere, which is good. Produces greenhouse gases. What do we get when we extend this, do research? Biotech colonist limit plus 750. I can't even keep the colonists that I have right now, the 350 or 250 colonists alive and happy. How am I going to deal with 750? What's this? Oxygen release plant. Release O2 into the atmosphere? Oh, that's cool. Bioengineered cyanobacteria. Introduce genetically altered bacteria into the oceans that can convert CO2 into O2. Do we get oceans? When do we get oceans? Do we okay, I'm gonna go do this. That's just so cool. I want to do that research part and see if we can get the oceans back again. And I'm kind of worried that the oceans are going to swallow up our little miniature base over here, because I'm assuming that the oceans are going to start where it's deepest, like here, for instance. This is going to be like the Mariana Trench. It's going to go all the way up to the poles, most likely. So the poles, when they start melting, this is the pole here, all of that material will flow into here.
This is not an easy choice to make. I do want to give Elia and the colonists what they want, but not by doing this. But it has left me unsettled. Does what we do for others define who we are?
No, of course not. It's our own perception of ourselves that is important, not what other people think.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you have to do things for others that you do not want to do. If I choose not to use the microsuns, what will the colonists think of me?
I don't know. Alright, we have a new building. This is a uranium mine. So if we find any uranium, we can use that, this building to mine that. Do we also have something, a factory or something to turn that into a useful material? Anything that we can actually use? I don't see that. So I'm not entirely sure what we can use the uranium for. At the moment, that is. So, okay, what is this? The space mirror array. That's what we are going to deploy pretty soon. We only need 3 more glass. And that will start to rain down some sunlight on our poles and melt that. Excellent. That's what we want. We want to terraform this planet. And we're going to do that at all costs, no matter what we kill. So, my guess is... as soon as we start changing the atmosphere here, changing stuff around here, that's going to trigger something different from to basically that we don't really like. It's going to happen. I'm not exactly sure what, but my guess is that it won't be a happy beginning. These kind of stories never go very well, right? Right, where is this metal? We have 11 metal, 11 steel. Where is it? Where is it being, do you have that 11? No, you don't. You don't have anything. Your stockpile is just water, carbon, and food, even though you don't need any of that. Where is all that metal going? Okay, we get stored there. Okay. Are we building something else I'm not aware of? We don't need the metal here, spaceport. So where is it going? Okay, well, fine. We'll find out eventually. It's too bad the glass kiln doesn't really actually make much sense now. So we don't need that much glass anymore. We just need 2 more glass. I think that's glass coming. Yep, 1 more glass. And then it's going to take a couple more months until the actual facility or the actual mirrors are built, and we can think about the next part. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Iron is going down, aluminium is going up. We have a ton of aluminium. That's good. So we can definitely build something. We have a glass problem and a electronics problem. Okay, makes sense. Polymers and food is also on the decrease, but it's okay. We can definitely outperform any kind of food demand we have. We have a currently potential production of 16.8, so that's good. And here we have, okay, demand is a bit difficult. We have a demand of 23, and we can also do a potential production of 14, so that's definitely not great. What are you doing? Have you found anything of use for me yet? No, of course not. You're totally useless. Okay, we have a worker hub here over here. Excellent. And we should be building another worker in a bit. As you can see, we have a worker hub here, 9 out of 8. Let's reduce the priority. This thing, that thing doesn't require priority at all. The polymer factor, we don't really need that at the moment. What do we need polymers for again? I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what we need polymers for. We just need 1 more electronics though. And the steel would be nice to go if it went here. How much steel do we have here? We don't have any steel. Okay. How much do you have stockpiled? Probably 6. Yep, 6 out of 6, of course. Alright, so there's still an issue with the iron not going to the steel factory. Once we have this additional worker here, I think that's going to speed up everything on this side. We can of course build some more worker hubs here. I think that would help. It would help get this site built up faster. So can we get the last little electronics here set up? Where is my electronics farm? Okay, we need aluminium.
Biological technologies are a crucial part of the terraforming plan. It is wise to get started on this research.
No, I already did that. Your self-reflection is totally late. No problem. I still appreciate your input, lady. Even though you're supposed to be me. Late as always. I think that we're working with Internet Explorer here for some reason, because it's definitely not on time. Alright, we have some aluminium coming to the electronics factory. Let's get it started there. We have parts stored there for some reason. Alright, so the little bit of electronics that we need for the worker factory is going to get built soon, and we'll have another additional worker there. Perfect. We want to move this site over to there, to the Terex 1 lander. But the thing is that it's in the middle of a basin. See, a lot of these sites are kind of at the bottom of where I think the sea will be. So what will happen to my buildings when they're underwater? I'm not entirely sure what will happen. Should we risk it? It's gonna be a kind of a waste of resources if we do get our buildings destroyed. But if we find metal there, it'll be worth it. Can we get this stuff built sometime soon? We have 14 steel. Why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming here? Do we need more workers? This one's 61, 62. It went down from 79, which is good. Could definitely build another worker hub. Should we build another one? Do we need? How much is your load is 0%? Of course it is. Oh, because you have. Okay, so you can build an additional worker here. Excellent. There's steel coming in this direction. I can see this one carrying it. The question is it going to my carbon mine? Yep, it is. Of course. No! It's going to my iron mine. That is useless. He could have built this. Alright, well fine. You just do your thing and be totally unreasonable. It's okay. Alright. How is our... Alright. We're gonna get a launch here. So we have launch rocket and deploy space mirror component. It would be cool to see an actual launch from this site. I think that's what this game misses. A little bit more animation. It doesn't have much in the way of animation. Okay, you have these drones flying around. And of course the smoke, which is also kind of animated. But the rest of the buildings are all very static. They're cool, don't get me wrong. Very pretty. That was a quick research. That was really fast. Greenhouse gas factory. Let's build that. Okay. It's really cool to see it, but there's nothing that tells me that there's actually something happening in this factory. Also here, it's supposed to be building something. What, is it finished already? That was fast. Like for instance this one here. This has a current project, the colonists. You have the Zeppelin flying around, but even that thing is static. The propellers aren't moving. So it's just floating around, of course. Well, it's a Zeppelin, but okay. But it's going forward. You don't see anything that's propelling it forward. The only thing that's actually being animated here is this little tower thing. It's going round and round and round. I mean, not even the workers are animated, except for a little white thing that's flashing up and down or whatever it's doing. So the game needs a little bit more animation, a little bit more of an indication that it's alive. That there are things here, that there are people here. I mean, even the colony, right? The research outpost here, for instance, nothing tells me that there's people here. I don't see anybody walking around. I don't see any lights turning on or off. Colony it's pretty, but it can just as well just be a static 2D
Would the
drawing.
colonists resent me for going against their wishes?
Of course they would.
They would be disappointed, but I hope they would come to understand my reasoning. eventually.
You're an AI and you are the boss. Of course they're gonna resent you. Alright. We have a lot of aluminium here. So that's the aluminium fields. A lot of carbon over here. There's the carbon fields. And yeah, well, fine. Oh, wait. What's this? More silicon. Huh? We have more silicon over this side. Excellent. That means we can turn this. You still haven't built this? Do we have 2 workers here now? Oh, it's still building this worker. It just only recently got that additional component that it needed. Oh, this is why we need the polymer factory, because this maintenance facility needs polymers. That's right. That's right. So let's put this on priority. I need this as well on priority. I don't think that the colonists' research outpost constantly needs to be fed. Let's put this on a lower setting. I think they're okay. It's full now. Should be. Is it going to increase? I just saw a Zeppelin land. Did that Zeppelin... Okay, maybe there was nobody in that Zeppelin? Then we have a second little guy, a little buddy here, working on the metal part, steel factory. Excellent. The work factory, I don't need to put that on priority anymore. It's good. And I think everybody seems to be fine here. We have 1 water, and they're doing their thing, they're researching. Great. So this is all going okay. So we can focus on something. We can focus on something else right now. Of course not. Let's just let that build. We can't speed it up anyway. We should just check out the mirrors though. Are they active yet? Microsuns. Detonate nuclear weapons in the poles to melt them rapidly. Do I really want this? I don't think so. So wait, I can do this again? Oh. You can launch a fleet of space mirrors into polar orbit to raise the temperature at the poles. So we can do 1 out of 15 launches. We have done already 1 launch, and we can do an additional 15. And the black... let's do that instead. It's going to take 10 aluminium, 10 parts, 10 electronics, and 10 chemicals. But it should get that faster. We can of course do the black suns, I mean the micro suns. This is a game, right? Detonate nuclear weapons in the poles to melt them rapidly. I don't have any uranium though, so it's useless. I don't have any uranium. I don't even have any uranium sites anywhere close by that I can actually harvest. I haven't even found any uranium yet. I'm not even sure if there is any uranium on planet Mars. Well, we'll have to see. How is our... Whoa, our low went up to 83%? Why? I have 10 workers here. What happened? So this worker hub has 17% load. And it's really close to my main worker landing site, right? So why does this have 81% and that has 18%? There's a bit of a discrepancy here. It's a bit strange. This one has 73%. Is this worker here not getting the training it needs? Is that what's happening? I don't know. I don't know. This one is 34%. There's definitely a difference in load. I want to upgrade the roads. I want to go from there to there. Wait, that didn't upgrade the road, did it? No, this one there to that, and then from there to that, and then from there to that. And then from there to from this place to, wait, where are we going exactly? There, I think. Yeah, there. There, and from there I want to go to there. From there I want to go to there. And then from there to there. That's what I would like to do. It's a very long road. Right? But we have a lot of... Oh, we don't have much metal anymore. So, okay, I want to put the priority from the glass kiln off and have them build more electronics. We're running out of electronics. Especially because we need that for the next mission that we have selected, the polar dust. We need some electronics. We need 5 more. And aluminium we have a ton of, so that's not a big deal. So this should get done pretty fast. How is our... Okay, the temperature is at 55 degrees. We're going to try and get to -50. Temperature 55 degrees. Space mirrors have added 0.7 degrees Celsius. Alright. So... I guess that once we have the greenhouse factory, that we can start actually pumping some greenhouse into this place, that we can... The temperature should go up a bit faster, I think. Let's turn the priority off over there. Do we have anything else that has priority? Yes. Worker hub. Let's turn the priority on that thing off. We don't need that. We have another priority bubble thing here on the research outpost. Turn that off. Let's see, do we have any more? Oh, right there. That is the electronics factory. We need that. We need that. We need that. So I'm going to leave that on. And we also should start working on an improved road here. I would like to have the monorail. That would be nice. So we have a plus 86 megawatts of power. All pretty good. So we want to have a road that goes along all the way here to the research outpost. Right there. So I'm going to leave the priority in this thing up, because I think that if I don't, they won't get any water. How is the load here is reduced to 72%, 73, some of that. It's okay, I guess. How is our base doing over here? We have the polymer factory is finished. You can turn that off. I think we can put... Can we put the mine here? This is the silicon mine, right? Yeah. That's still in range. Is it going to get power? Yeah, it is. So we have the silicon mine as well built, an additional one. That will give us a whole bunch of silicon, so we can definitely build some more electronics here. Of course, it's totally useless for this place, but it's good. Okay, I guess. And I want to build a colony over here. And eventually I would like to build a what's it called? A spaceport. Can we still build that? Yes, we can. Alright, but it's outside the maintenance. No, there's no maintenance yet, because we haven't built this thing yet. So let's see, we need 2 more polymers, and yeah, so this is going to get built pretty soon. No big deal. We have the aluminium here already. Excellent. Wait, it takes 2 out of 6, and it takes 6 aluminium now. What did I do? Can I select? I must have changed this by somehow. Oh wait. Oh, it's on 2. Okay, I can click these things. Alright. So I am building the level 2.
Soon, I will be able to pump greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This will not be difficult. The humans already did it to Earth, after all. As we release greenhouse gases, the planet's temperature will rise. Then the dry ice caps will dissipate. More CO2 encourages rising temperatures. Just the runaway effect we need.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm building those things. Alright, Alright, well, it's fine, I guess. She's not a complete idiot, luckily. So, but she is still a bit of a dumb AI. She's missing a lot of information. I guess that's what the researcher is supposed to do, to give her that information. Let's say, what's this actually? This is a bioengineered lichen. Okay, that's cool. That's for oxygen. Engineering, this is going to give us more building limit. Of course, we haven't reached our building limit at the moment. It's still, well, kind of 31 to go. 40 left to go. 40 left to go. But she doesn't seem to, because apparently there's a war going on, or there was a war that they had to fight the techies, and I'm going to assume techies is slang for technology freaks. I'm not quite sure. Maybe anti-tech, or high-tech. I don't know. And considering, why would they need to learn Chinese in order to fight the techies? The techies were then the Chinese, I assume? And what happened to them? I'm missing that part of the story. Is there something about that in the knowledge base? No. That's too bad. That is really too bad. I would actually like to know a bit more about the history of the planet Earth and to see exactly what they did. Okay, See, there's no official records. Okay, well that's really nice, I guess. But there's also no history on the planet Earth. That's a shame. So I need to get that. It would be nice to have a little bit more background information as to why we are colonizing Mars. Why the other... I think that's what we are here to do, to research these other sites and find out more. I think that's what we're going to be doing. I think that's the main part of the story, to fill in the blanks. So, ooh, we found some more water over here. So we need to go get that. So we want to have another solar farm right there. And then we would like to have a water extractor over here. Excellent. Ooh, look at that. And that will help us get that water level even higher. Not that we need it because we have so much of it at the moment. And I think my colonists are very, very happy with the way it's going right now at the moment. So that's good. Where are you going? I have two Zeppelins at the moment, one over here and one over here, traveling to the secondary base, all the way over here, for some reason, because the base here is already, I can only handle one more person. So what are they coming to do here? I don't know. We'll see. How's this thing going? We have the polymers, we're just waiting for the electronics. This thing needs so much metal. That's just ridiculous. It's never gonna get that metal. It never ever is. Not in this lifetime at least. So this finally has the metal that it needs. It's needed to the electronics. The electronics are the only things that we need at the moment. And Can we speed this archaeological thing up a bit more? It's scanning thing per sol. It's so slow. I wish I could speed that up. That'd be so much nicer. All right, the road's getting built here. Excellent. It's going to cost so much metal and so much carbon. We have a lot of carbon, so the carbon's not a problem. It's just the metal is the problem. I wish I could get more metal or steel factories up and running. That'd be so nice. Well, kind of technically speaking, we could. We do have a lot of iron, so my guess is we could put down an additional steel factory right there. Is that going to be no maintenance? Okay. No maintenance, no maintenance, no maintenance. Okay, so we need to put a maintenance facility over here sometime in the future. Let's put that over there so we can get a little bit closer to our secondary base. To get that, those two are too far away. They're too far divorced from each other. All right, let's see. Everything seems to be going okay here. We have a workload of 60%. We could definitely get another worker over here. That'd be nice. So let's put down another worker hub. Right there. I like those blue veins. It looks really awesome. It's like there's a, I don't know, like a bacteria growth and so on, and it's trying to determine the fastest route to this worker hub. It's really cool. We have our first piece of metal here, our steel. It's gonna take forever, isn't it? All right. How is this thing doing? We have a lot of water here and a lot of food. Good. That's gonna take. It's gonna be fine. This thing is getting nothing whatsoever. This solar farm is getting built. It's good. This needs electronics, I guess. Oh, there it goes. Warning, building has lost power. Which building? Archaeological scanner number 3. Wait, where are you? You're here. This is secondary base. So we're producing too little power. It's mainly because of this puppy here is producing way too little power. It's gone down to 33 megawatts. So the wind farm is not producing enough power. Okay. So I need another solar farm. Let's build that. So can we build it over here? Excellent. Okay, we also have the maintenance facilities not built. Oh, nice. This solar farm is going to be outside of the range, and this solar farm is definitely going to be outside of range. Well, nothing we can do about that. Turn that off. We'll just let it run for now. It's a self-sufficient base anyway. Should we turn the priority off on this puppy? Yeah. Okay, excellent. That road is getting built fast though, so that's good. Stop moving things around faster. Perfect. Alright, the directive for the black solar dust is done. It's building a rocket right now. Scatter black dust over the Martian poles to decrease the planet's albedo. This will allow more solar energy to be absorbed and raise the planet's temperature. Currently we're sitting at negative 54 degrees Celsius. Need to go up another additional 4. Alright. The base temperature was at negative 58 degrees. So this polar dust should get that up by at least, I don't know, maybe another 2 degrees, I think. And then we're going to have to do either the microsuns, because that's just really fun. We don't have the uranium though. We can only do the space mirror arrays. So that'll be something that we'll have to do. Well, we are almost close to building the greenhouse factory, greenhouse gas factory. That should also thicken the atmosphere. thicker atmosphere will give us more temperature as well. The atmosphere will be able to hold that temperature more readily. The thing about the mirrors, as you can see, is that it takes 50 out of everything, right? Space mirror arrays. 50 glass, 50 aluminium. We do have 2 glass kilns now. I think this glass kiln over here has also been built, finally. So that should start producing some glass as well. Where is this silicon mine setting all of its materials? Should we upgrade it? It's going to go up to 100% additional power consumption. Only going to give us 50% production. It doesn't seem worth it at the moment. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upgrade this one. Just to see what happens. See if it actually is worth it. I'm going to get a much higher smokestack. And I think that's an additional extractor there. So the mine does get built out more. Right there, you can see another section to it. So it's going to get bigger. Very bigger. This thing is not getting any of the metal it needs. And, okay, this production is so slow. Come on. But at least the iron mine has all of its resources delivered. It's good. I can't upgrade it because I don't have steel. If I can get more steel over here, that would be nice. No, we'll see what happens in the next episode when we upgrade that a little bit more and continue building. So anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. It's okay. And I will see you in the next episode when we continue our little adventure in space. Have a nice evening. See you next time. Bye bye.